Ooh, it's cheap today. First topic of the week, we have to talk about it. Literally, it's been the top topic like for, I don't know, a week straight. I'm literally losing my mind arguing about it in Spaces all day. Slime, what are we talking about?
Royalties?
No, that's over, man. That's over. What? Reddit. Boom. Okay.
Polygon, actually.
Polygon. So if you guys haven't seen, right, Reddit avatars have been out for a little bit of time here. They actually kind of unveiled them as not NFTs originally. Just, hey, these are some avatars, customize them, you'll love them. And then they're like, guess what? They're on the blockchain, on the Polygon blockchain. And now, in the past week, they've just gone crazy, right? So people are actually making money from Reddit NFTs, and it's people who did not mean to make money. So we're seeing this amazing thing happen where someone goes, oh, I use Reddit every day. I like Snoo. I'm going to get this avatar. And then, 4 months later, they're able to sell it for $1,500. So this has been an insane influx of people into the NFT space. And truthfully, it started pretty much a Twitter versus Reddit war.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's what the craziest part about it was, I was telling Began earlier, I was in a space the other night, and this guy from Reddit was trying to explain to everyone on ETH how Reddit NFTs work. And he was like, you don't understand. And he's like, we have like this whole community of like these cone heads, right? And that's like our identity. And we've been like cone heads forever. And then these NFTs, these avatars kind of like were our identity. And so we all came behind it. And he was explaining Bored Ape Yacht Club, the creation of Bored Ape Yacht Club, to a T of exactly how it started. And these apes are just looking at him being like, yeah, that's exactly how it started with us. He's like, I think I'm starting to understand NFTs now. And it was so funny because it's the realization of Reddit. When money comes into anything, right, it changes things. Because everybody says they're not here for money, they aren't here for money. But when your Reddit NFT is worth 2,000 to 15,000, I think Farouk was like buying gold NFTs for like, 7 ETH, whatever it was. But it's all show. But at the other end, it's like, at what point are you no longer that avatar? You take your money, and now you're buying into new avatars, and you become a Reddit degen.
Yeah, so to be honest, I didn't buy a single Reddit NFT. I've been a daily Reddit user for 10 years, and I say I'm a hate Reddit user. I don't log in. I go to certain subreddits every day. I read them, and I go, oh my God, you idiots! And then I shut my computer, and I go, why do I go there? And then I log in the next day. I go there again, and I go, oh my God, they're even dumber today. So I'm a Reddit user, but I'm not like, I don't log in, I don't karma farm. Every single day on the homepage of Reddit, and I will bet, we're going to go back through like the time machine, I think there's been an anti-NFT post on the front page for maybe the past year straight. Every day.
NFTs. Reddit has always hated on NFTs and been just generally really toxic. But I think it's been really incredible for the space because we see this company that instead of deciding to like slap a project together and milk as much money as they can out of the present NFT community, they built a whole marketplace. They got 3 million people to sign up wallets on it. And then they got to milk money out of their community instead of ours, while also probably eventually onboarding a lot of people. So I'm super bullish on Reddit NFTs, despite having none myself.
Well, I think Began said it first, like, a bunch of idiots that don't deserve to make money just made money. And
you're describing us.
Yeah.
So yes, I like that.
That's why people all of a sudden are like, oh, it's cool now because like I'm enriching myself off of it and they're realizing ownership, right? So
yeah, I mean,
ramp.
Yeah. Like, so maybe I would ask, who here in the audience uses Reddit? Raise your hand. Who does? Okay, pretty decent. That looks like almost around half. Okay, who here bought a Reddit NFT?
I looked into it.
We got crickets. Oh boy.
I looked into it. It was too complicated for what I had time for at the moment.
Yeah, it is a little tougher because it is on Polygon. Oh my God, and we know we're such Polygon haters.
Yeah,
we have to bridge our NFTs.
Matic pumped.
I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, Matic pumped. Reddit pumped Matic, which is amazing here. Yeah. So I mean, for me, when you look at it, it really did change my perspective on NFTs because I've read Reddit every day for a long time, and they hate NFTs. They release NFTs, and everyone goes, oh, we love NFTs now. And now
They're
like...
digital collectibles.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, we don't say NFTs. We say digital collectibles. But now when I'm looking at video games, because who hates NFTs more than video gamers, according to Reddit? Like, it's like no one. Well, guess what? They're going to change really fast when they sell their first Fortnite skin for, triple what they paid. So it's... I'm like rethinking everything different now. Before, like mainstream adoption, it's coming way faster because if you give people $300, they're like, oh yeah, never mind. The digital collectibles, they're hot.
Then they'll
but this
lose
is what I've been
2,000
saying
more
about
the
the
next
mainstream adoption. I said this a couple months ago. It's the platforms like Reddit that can bring on 3 million people in a week. It's
Yeah.
the platforms like Spotify when they do their thing, when Snapchat does their thing. These platforms, like, you have to understand, like, we're talking about Web 3. These guys are the leaders in Web 2. They're a whole generation ahead. So once they launch, that is going to be the catalyst for mass adoption.
Well, it's not all good, okay? Because you guys have seen some of the problems, right? Reddit is learning about NFTs. They haven't been there before, so.
The thing is about this wave, though, like it's still PFPs.
It's still, well, no, it's PFP. So when people are asking, like, why are Reddit PFPs working? I think the answer is simple. People spend time on Reddit daily. They use Reddit. They love it. They log in every day. People spend money on Reddit Gold and all these awards every day. You know what happens when you give someone Reddit Silver? Nothing. No one cares. Guess what? People spend money and they give people other money. They don't care. They just like the Reddit ecosystem. If you live somewhere for a long time and you have a picture of yourself associated, I'm going to pay money to upgrade it. I'm going to make it look nice. So it is just an avatar, but it's an avatar in the place that some people live 10 hours a day.
I think the success was pretty accidental. I'm really happy about it though, because
It's a good ramp.
I mean, look, I think accessibility is obviously a huge thing we deal with in the space, and we also deal with the perception that we're basically a bunch of rich white dudes who have made a bunch of money with ETH and crypto and NFTs. So there's a lot of people out there that hate us, especially the video game industry, which doesn't want to see their industry disrupted, a ton of people on Reddit. So I think that Reddit just happened to coincidentally pull off a good project, which, again, to Heroin's point, right? I think one of the biggest barriers to mass adoption is companies actually doing projects successfully. We all saw Lord of the Rings last week, which was an absolute disaster, right? Reddit happened to do well, happened to target their audience, happened to convert a lot of our most ardent haters to NFTs, all in the span of a short time period here. So I'm really happy to see it. I think it's really positive for the space. And I think once you see kind of what you can do with NFTs and obviously kind of the utility, the community, and everything you can build with it, there's no reason not to like it. It's where we're going. And I think taking out one of the most vocal against anti-NFT communities, I think was a really, really positive step forward. So I'm really happy about the Reddit thing, even though I did not buy any.
The Reddit thing is cool because they already have the platform and infrastructure built. If you're buying an NFT on OpenSea, what are you going to do? You're going to flex it on OpenSea? Now you can flex on Reddit, which is what it's designed for. And there's already sub-communities there.
I don't use Reddit. Do you think like these gold NFTs now are going to be like your blue check mark on that website? Like
pretty much.
The important people are going to have them?
So, well, Patrick said it was accidental they were successful. I would disagree with that.
I would also disagree with that.
Has anyone heard anything about maybe using another PFP on Reddit? Because, some of the snooze are kind of flat. Some of them are cool. But, what about apes on Reddit? Wouldn't that be dope?
It seems to me that before everyone hated NFTs on Reddit, and now everyone's like, oh, we got snooze. Ooh, Golden Midas snooze. These are great. Now we can unveil other NFTs and mix them in. And the best part is if we brought apes to Reddit right now, if you brought apes to Reddit without the snoo avatars, people would be like, get these fucking NFTs out of here. Now if we bring them, someone's going to go, oh, apes? I'm a golden snoo. Get the fuck out of here. And they feel like it's okay to come in because they've already established who are the OGs in the Reddit space.
Everyone's always gonna hate
OG
apes.
dominance, yeah.
We need to just take the Reddit NFTs and bring them to ETH, and that's how we
Do
profit.
we have to? No,
I mean, it was a good on ramp,
No.
just like a Starbucks on ramp. An on ramp is an on ramp, so it's good for the space either way.
But
Yeah.
I agree with that.
We're
point.
warming people up to accept it.
But no one is calling the Reddit NFT launch a cash grab by Reddit. This was not like Reddit made a ton of money. They gave people avatars who decided to participate early on in the ecosystem. And those people made money. So it's not like they extracted a bunch of liquidity from a bunch of Redditors. A bunch of Redditors were like, oh, cool, custom avatars. They didn't know they were NFTs. They got them. Then they're worth money.
They used NFTs to build a tighter community. Imagine that. They did a good job with that.
Is it bullish or
But-
bearish that it's Polygon?
I don't think it matters. I think there's different people in different places, and I think our space is just very tribal to begin with. I mean, we see it across our own ETH projects. I think Reddit avatars belong with the Reddit community. I think there'll be a little bit of crossover to ETH, and that's fine. The same way that apes won't play well on Reddit. It is what it is at this point until more people adopt.
The other interesting thing is that it got loud for a couple of days, and it made Twitter all a buzz, and it was a great sort of like divide plus acceptance and plus like, oh, there's more people in the space.
Yeah,
what we want. And then, but no, I got stoned, so I forgot.
Yeah, no,
it rejuvenated the space, man. It was pretty fucking dead for a minute, and it just brought some fucking heavy life into the space, and it was like, hey,
Yeah.
and it's much needed. I think,
rejuvenated dreams of exit liquidity.
It also reached
Here-
like a younger crowd, didn't it?
I just remembered, so don't let me forget. So I just remembered that. I think I got stoned again.
Okay, you're too stoned, Troy. We're gonna move you to the back row.
We need to know the weed strain that you're smoking, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, when the Polygon issue, when people ask like, okay, Polygon, bearish, bullish. So before, many times people have proposed Polygon, we don't want to pay high gas fees. Polygon, cheaper gas fees. Anytime we're saying Polygon, cheaper gas fees, we're trying to onboard people, right? Because ETH people don't care about gas, right? We pay $30 in gas for a transaction. We go, ooh, it's cheap today. We don't care, right? So Polygon is always about onboarding. Typically when you're onboarding people, we're trying to onboard other NFT people in other small communities. And so it doesn't work because you don't make any money from it. Polygon works for Reddit because it's a bunch of people who aren't looking to make money. They just want an avatar. Cool, I got to pay a little thing to bridge it to make it official. Cool, no big deal. I don't care. If it was an ETH transaction, they would have said, fuck off, dude. Polygon, it's a little smaller, but it's because they're not thinking. All the Reddit people I'm talking to, they were not thinking, let me buy this and make money. They're like, dude, I sit on Reddit all day. I want the snoo. I want the golden snoo. I got my golden snoo. I'm not going to pay $100 in transaction fees. $2, cool. What's Polygon? I don't care. So I think Polygon was right.
Well, nobody got CryptoPunks to make money. Everybody just claimed it, and nobody cared about it for 2 years. Right? It didn't start getting any momentum until 2019. These things all were claimed in 2017. Same with Bored Apes. I mean, people weren't buying Bored Apes at the beginning to make money on them. They just like these apes, right? So I feel like there's something to that in the space.
Well, the reason why I think the Reddit is working so well is I'm in these spaces, and the Redditors, they're just like, you don't understand. I would never sell. I bought this because I liked it. I didn't even buy it. I got it for free because I liked it. Now it's worth money. I'm like, I know.
So
it's
what
like
you're saying is it has early BAYC vibes.
there's definitely some early BAYC vibes going on, and like what is it called? NFT collectibles? No, it's called
Digital collectibles.
Digital collectibles. Yeah, we don't say NFT anymore. We say digital collectibles. That's the way to get around.
Scare the normies.
Yeah, we don't. So far, no one here owns a Reddit NFT in the audience. No one. That's dark, though. Okay, we got to fix that. Okay.
Because y'all are ETH maxis.
You got one?
I didn't.
No, I
didn't
tried.
wanna
There was no
pay-
button.
Yeah, I didn't want to pay $15 for so I got a free avatar, and I hate myself.
So the one last thing on the Reddit NFTs, though, I will say about the drop is dropping in seasons around artists. I think was absolutely like genius, right?
Really
so
smart.
They partnered with a bunch of different artists. So when these are dropping, it's not, hey, we're Reddit, buy our stuff, make some money. It's here's a cool artist, here's a cool artist, here's another cool artist. Pick an artist you like. Welcome to Reddit. Support that artist, which is like a bunch of the original goal of NFTs. It felt so uncash grabby that but people I thought bought in more.
And even though there's like 80,000, right?
I think it's less than 8. I thought it was like 60,000, way less.
There's a couple in there.
I think
That
this
sounds
brings
a
up
little cash grabby to me.
I think this brings up a really cool use case for NFTs. Like I do a lot of Web3 marketing, which is kind of a new space. It doesn't really exist yet right now. And there's this concept I've been trying to pioneer called cross-platform persistence. How can I use an NFT to gain engagement and following and fandom on Twitter and use that same NFT to eventually, get fandom on Reddit, get it on Snapchat, get it on Spotify. But with the Reddit NFTs, it's different because it's so niche and targeted to the Reddit platform that I don't know if that concept of cross-platform persistence really applies to that. And so it kind of opens up this new avenue where it's like, okay, I can use an NFT to target multiple platforms at once, or I can use an NFT to like specifically target a platform.
Well, so right now on Twitter, if you use a specific NFT, like I have a Bored Ape, I was saying this the other day in a space, I use my Bored Ape NFT currently right now because when I'm in a Twitter space, people let me on stage. Before, I was something else, and I'm like, hi, and I would literally go, one moment, ape, hi. I'm like, oh my God, an ape, welcome up, right? And like, there was some social clout that made my life easier on the internet. Reddit is a karma system. I'm saying, it's all based around karma. So we could see it happening where someone's going to give you more respect based off of, oh, you have a season 1 snoo? Okay, cool. Let's hear your opinion, right? we're not there yet now, but that definitely feels like it could be because people do care about how much karma you have on Reddit. So I could see it being a simple indicator of, whoa, do you see that Snoop? Okay, wait, listen to him. He knows what's up. So
Well, it's a good, I mean, all these things are a good indicator of your level of commitment to the community, because if you're still holding your Reddit avatar, right, you're obviously turning down offers. If you still have a Bored Ape Yacht Club, you're still turning down offers for lots of money because you want to stay in the community. So I think that these things do signal your level of involvement, interest in kind of being within these communities. So, I mean, it seems positive all around.
When are we going to have a Stack Overflow avatar or their token? Because I think that's the big question here when I'm looking at questions about Reddit, Quora, all these question and answer sites, but Stack Overflow is the daddy of them all. So what do you have to say about that?
I will say, so if you guys don't know, right, the most popular, I think it's the 6th most visited website on the internet is Stack Overflow. Raise your hand if you've ever visited Stack Overflow in this room. Guess what? All of those people code. Those are the people who have written code. Everyone else hasn't. If you write code, you are required to visit Stack Overflow. It's how you get stuff done. Not just that. Oh my God, Stack Overflow. You can't post a link on Stack Overflow answering someone's question unless you've answered enough questions and have enough karma. So it's definitely a karma world. So I would kill for a Stack Overflow avatar.
I am 0.03% karma on Stack Overflow. I am on the top 5 for security.
Holy shit.
I
Oh
am in
my
a
God.
fraction
Everyone
of
give
1%.
respect. Guys, you know what that means? It's not, you don't get that kind of karma for just answering dumb stuff. You have to answer real hard questions. I grinded for a while for Stack Overflow karma, and it was a full-time job. Every morning I used to wake up, look at the tags. I used to look at the Terraform tag, hit the Terraform tag. I used to answer that. Okay, sorry. We're getting real nerdy right now. This is a good example, though. Speaking of Stack Overflow, since it's so successful for Reddit, what are other places we exist long-term with an avatar? 4chan, no, there's no 4chan avatar.
Made avatar.
Yeah,
what if just every forum allowed people to embed?
You can't do 4chan though. That defeats the whole purpose of 4chan, right? We're numbers on 4chan, right? Okay, but yeah, where else? I could see it on your whatever.
Every
your
internet forum.
YouTube,
Instagram, Facebook.
Ooh,
eBay. No.
There are YouTube next year, I think, is be NFT creator economy because they already have that sort of infrastructure and they already have community, which is the fucking world,
YouTube they have announced you can do handles now on YouTube, right? So everyone go grab your YouTube handle. Come on now. If you have the ENS for your name, go get it on YouTube real fast. So I could see YouTube, if you're let's say you're an early creator on YouTube, but you have an avatar and you can prove it's it's a Bored Ape. He's only got 100K subs, but it is a real Bored Ape. I can tell. Okay, let me check him out. I could see it working over there potentially.
I think this is one of the clearest indicators of how potentially we could see mass adoption happen, because it wasn't going to happen just within the ETH ecosystem that we've been playing in. And I think that again, one of the big lessons you pull away from this Reddit thing is how they could develop a community with these avatars on their own, within their own ecosystem. I don't think this thing has to translate out of Reddit. It is perfectly fine just to have your Reddit avatar for your Reddit ecosystem and have value and exist within there. But like you said, there's YouTube, there's a number of other things. Even eBay, I don't think is that far-fetched. If you exist within an ecosystem and then offers you an NFT to be part of the community of that ecosystem, I don't know. I think one of the best use cases is obviously community building. So I think that we could see an avalanche of people just making NFT, PFP projects around their specific communities and then having value because people want to continue to exist in these communities, and these NFTs is a great way to solidify and kind of consolidate that.
So I will say, Herb is right. The number one we're going to be using is Wikipedia. That's going to be the key. If I see someone's got a hot avatar on Wikipedia, I'm going to trust their article. If not, I ain't going to trust them.
If they stop to ask for $5 every time you show up on Wikipedia, I will mint that immediately.
No, if you have an ape avatar on Wikipedia, it's going to be like, yo, can we give you a quick $10,000 really fast? And if you log in with, I don't know, a cheaper, they're going to be like $5. Okay.
It's almost like if you have a specific NFT on a specific website or community, you can be tagged as a thought leader in that space.
Yeah.
So that'll be eventually thing, but then people are going to end up buying NFTs and masquerading as that thought leader as well.
I just want a KCRW one, so I never have to hear the word pledge drive again.
Yes. Yeah. POV Collector said profile pictures are not the future of NFTs. 12 months, NFTs will be 2 to 3x, and the PFPs will be in the rear view. That could be true also. However, we are seeing right now Reddit hates NFTs, and then now they're like, well, NFTs are dumb, but digital collectibles are cool because they're our profile photos. So I think it's the Trojan horse, right? The Trojan horse in.
History repeats itself. You look at Twitter and kind of the crypto ETH ecosystem, right? It started with NFTs, and we've kind of evolved a little bit past the PFP situation now. I just think we'll just see the same thing repeat itself in these other communities. We see it on Reddit right now. Yeah, this NFT thing this PFP thing's a big thing right now, but I'm sure they will evolve past that as well. But I think most new communities will see value in PFPs initially, and they will evolve, through and past that. But as a first step, I don't see why we won't just see the same thing we saw here, the same thing we're seeing on Reddit, just keep repeating itself throughout all various online communities.
I got stoned, so I forgot.